Alright guys, part 2 of that video. Had to delete some old videos. They add up in a hurry in terms of space. Luckily I have an LG phone and it's got a second display and it kind of showed that you're running out of space. So I'm like, okay, I better stop this video right now. Now, Adif hasn't taken his drives yet. And here's the funny thing. I want to mention him. Again, I know I've mentioned Adif before. He's quiet these days. You could see some of his plays here that he likes to use. But Ativ is like third shift for us. Okay? He plays, a lot of times he's really busy and he'll play his drives in the middle of the night, etc. So, with ATIV, what that meant last year is what a lot of people would do is if you were playing a good league where they were communicating, is we go in there and we bomb out with Y stick and just, totally abuse leagues with it. And then by the time ATIV got to play, everybody on the other side that was left with drives against him would counter Y stick, So Adif has had to develop his own way of playing, and he's kind of a creative mind anyways. He's a very good player, but he uses plays that are not frequently countered, is what Adif does. He uses the slant plays to perfection. Post corners, deep attack, he's really good at running that play. I'd say he's the best at the league at running those types of plays. Really is. Really good player. He'll run it too. He'll run slant 18 and he'll run other plays and he'll mix it up as well. But Ativ has never had the luxury and never, I don't see him running strong PA tight end corner a lot. I really don't. I don't see him running a lot of the real common plays at all. And there's an advantage to that, and I'm not just trying to talk up Adif. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't score tonight. It's probably not going to happen. Adif is really good. But the thing about him is he tries to look at it. He tries to avoid counters. Rather than hoping the other team isn't going to counter his favorite play, he instead picks out plays. He looks at it, the way he looks at it is he tries to pick out plays that are not very frequently countered. If he catches a soft counter, he catches a soft counter. If he catches 4 criticals in a row, what can you do? But usually he doesn't get hard countered much. He doesn't catch a lot of hard counters, is kind of the thing about Ativ. So that is what I will say about him. And it looks like he's got defensive boosters in there on offense. Double J, he's taking his drives, and he will throw everything at you. And I don't mention Double J a lot, and come on. Uploading that last video probably is taking some time. But Double J he will throw a lot of plays at you. Now here's the classic critical dive week where everybody runs in and nobody gets the ball carrier and he goes for the touchdown because everybody blitzes. Doesn't happen too much anymore, but it does happen. And there you see an example of it. Second place, slant 18, catches a softie, still gets 5 yards. Weak gut, he is going to run, but he will mix in the pass. No curls flats. Blast here, he gets 14 yards yet again on 100% counter because it's a low severity. Then he'll throw in cutback. He'll get something out of that. He'll try screen, get unlucky. Weak guy, double counter, keeps getting these plays. Trips HB smash, not very frequently hard countered, gets unlucky, 3-yard loss. And then slants middle, not a bad play to run in that situation, really. You should look more for wide receiver 1. I don't think the outlet to the halfback is going to get it done in most defenses that you'll see on 4th and 8. But if you look for 1, and you're good about timing the play, or maybe slot or two, or it's not a bad play. He just catches a critical unlucky. Now third drive, continuing to mix it up. HB counter, pitch. By now he's got a good sense of the kind of defense that he's playing. And you can see with Double J, he doesn't repeat plays a lot, even between drives. There's a lot of different plays in here. And, he got away with one on the first try. But, okay, so I think slant 18, weak gut, curl slats, blast, cut back. Better take down screen too. Better take down weak eye double counter. Smash we'll leave in there, right? Slants middle. Maybe we want to think about taking that down too. Because you got lucky with the critical 17%er there. But, he runs counter. He's running pitch. He throws in a little seam, and kind of throws the conservative in front of the safety play on 3rd and 13. Doesn't look for the big over-the-top bomb. Probably threw more of a bullet or more closer to a bullet. And Gronk and gets what he needs and trips blunt dive. And then slant 18 here. So on this one, okay, he does catch live countering. But it takes a while for him to find it because he doesn't repeat plays a heck of a lot. So, okay, bunch HB dive, and then, again, spread slot flags. He looked for it on 4th down. A very good play to look for that. And he unfortunately catches the critical and can't convert. Not a bad set of drives. What I would say with Double J is, because he's trying to avoid counters too, but although this one is the most commonly run play against my defensive game plan, is that one right there. But he's not afraid to try different plays, that's for sure. But sometimes his sequencing, so he knows that he's picking up a counter. Like, all right, I don't think he repeats dive weak anywhere else in the drives. He doesn't. Okay, so the first drive, he couldn't really tell much. He could tell it's a hard counter unit. He doesn't know what other running plays are taken down. He knows now that slant is not hard countered. So he could run slant, and it's kind of a risky play. If you catch a critical on that one, it's a loss. It's, 4 to 5 yard loss, at least 3 yard loss. And then we got trying to run, mix in the pass, screen pass. And then, he gets a little bit unlucky, in my opinion, with that one. That's not countered a heck of a lot, hard countered. It's a critical. And then slants middle. He gets unlucky. That's all you can say with that. Not a bad play selection for the play. But his sequencing, what he could have done, okay, so I knew slant was open, and that can be a big play, slant 18. If he had run it first play of the drive, instead of HB counter, which, on first down, it's the best time to run that play, in my opinion. Any kind of a blitz blows it up. Even uncountered, it blows up. That's the problem with counter and some of these other running plays, like the mid-draw and some of these other plays that people don't use a lot. There's a reason why people don't use them a lot. If he had run slant 18 first play, he would have known right away that the guy was live countering him. It's just a sequencing type of thing. It's a good play that he could use on first down and see if the guy's live countering him, which the better the league that you're playing, the more likely you are of being live countered. Runs pitch, then seam, which he hadn't run. We've gone through the drive. Then he finally runs slant, catches, goes to bunch dive, no game. And then spread slot flag was excellent play selection with a lot of options. but the guy happened to hard counter it. So a little bit unlucky as far as that goes. Gak here, who we reviewed his team not too long ago. And Gak is a big fan of the big three. Strong PA FL middle and strong PA tight end corner and strong twins cross. So, I'm going to tell Gak right here and now, and I'm not calling him out, but I'm just, Gak is a great guy, and he goes to college, and he's real busy, and it's tough. But game plan I use against Gak in league championships is not a soft counter unit. It is this setup right here. The big three are all in there. They're all in here. Every single one of the plays. And some run plays, too, to balance it out a little bit. And tight end corner, too, in case somebody wants to go to that to bail out. Smash is taken down. PA all go on fourth down if somebody goes to it, or third and long. They're going to run right into that. So that's the setup that I use against Gak. And again, Gak is awesome. I've been playing with him a long time now. He's a great player, great guy. Don't hear much from him in league chat anymore, but he's awesome. He scores 14, so let's see what Gak does, knowing that I run that kind of a game plan against him. And I know he's adjusting, but the first thing he tries is that twins cross, run smack dab into a critical. The problem with doing this, of hoping that they'll give you this play, yeah, sometimes it'll work, but against the better the league, the more times than not, this will be hard countered like it was. So you're running into trouble right away. Then curls flats. Interesting choice to try to get it back, but he does get 5 yards back. This is just unlucky on the next play, but he does only catch a medium and can get it to wide receiver. I believe that's one for him. It's one or two. So he does pick up the first down, but then he's going to go, okay, I want these plays. So strong PA FL middle. Well, that one's gone too. And usually a lot of times when people have a hard counter unit, and it'll be like the one that I had, where if they're going to take one, they're going to take all three. Because they know a lot of people will try one, and then they'll try the second one, they'll try the third one, and usually that'll stop a drive catching all those counters. Goes to the Y stick, frequently countered, but does gets it to the halfback. FB dive on 2nd and 1, gets a nice gainer out of that. Bunch dive, mixing in the run. Then we got 100% critical. Once again, gets that run counter blitz, and everybody blitzes, and nobody stays back and forgets to the safeties. Everybody comes up and touchdown. And toss gets stopped. And that's one of the tough things now with the January update is even uncountered strong tosses against good defenses are no guarantee whatsoever. Although the diagonal speed does make it better. You could run to the outside and just keep running to the pylon. Is one thing that you could really do. And just take advantage of that diagonal speed and keep running, that sharp angle, running to the sideline and trying to run away from everybody. But still, a lot of times good defenses, a linebacker gets in the backfield and you can't even get going. Which is why I kicked it today. All right, second drive here against Broncos. He tries the third of the big three and only catches a medium. And against Broncos here, you play the same guy all three drives, I believe. Against Broncos, he's one of those guys that said, people have stopped using this play enough that I'm going to take the counter out and counter something else. because really early on in the year, strong PA tight end corner, I loved running it. Everybody loved running it. When I play domination, I'll just spam it. I'll just use the play, the fullback, fullback, tight end, wide receiver one. Usually it's one of the three in that order. Tight end, fullback, and wide receiver one. If everybody plays too shallow and Jones gets loose, it's a big play. It's a great play, but, that's why people counter it so much. This happens to be a softie, and he still takes a sack because it's a play action play. You don't get a lot of time. So when you get that medium pass rush on there, a lot of times it's almost like a critical. You take a sack. Curls flats, then Y stick, gets 13, curls 4th and 2. Gutsy call, gets it to Rice. Bunch HB dive, catches critical, softy. Strong tight end corner, 3rd and 13, tough play. 3rd and 13 on this. It's a tough play because, again, that weak side defensive end doesn't bite on the play fake because it's 3rd and 13 and you get sacked. And then PA all go, nothing you could really say, catches a medium, which is really tough, and another sack in that play. Quicker developing play like that spread slot flags might help him out a lot, even though it seems like this league counters that play a lot. All right, takes the one out of bounds, giving himself a nice advantage on there. Strong PA tight end corner. I know it's open. So he gets it on a first down. That's the best look at that play. First or second and 10 or maybe 15, somewhere in that range. Keep the defense honest on the play action. And he gets it to DeMarco, the outlet, gets a big, huge gainer out of it. Then FB dive and then bunch dive for the touchdown. Punches it in and gets the conversion. So good drives. It's just a matter of play selection. And, I know he really likes to run those plays, but, try to develop your game in a way where you're using other plays. And then if they counter those plays, maybe those other plays that you really like to run are open. Believe me, I like those plays too. Pat's a good player, hasn't played yet. And then here's Bengal Bump. And we talked about him yesterday, pulled that boss green card. And actually, 102 defense. Let me look. He might have had boosters in yesterday. So let's check on that. See who he's running at halfback now. Yep, he's got the green card in there. He just takes it out on defense. What we saw yesterday was boosters on his team. So, really good player. Very reliable. Plays his drives. Good guy. Would love to get him in KIK, but he has boycotted it. All right, so let's see what he does here. Against Dixon Cider. Slant 18, cross up, tight end corner. Just no completions. I don't know if they were drops or what happened. Those are not bad plays to be given. Not a bad play on 4th down. Somewhat frequently counter, but not bad. But then, all right, second drive, he knows slant 18 is open. Cross up, he gets a sack. And then bunch Z spot, he gets the big one to Marshall on that play. Gets the touchdown. Second drive, cross in, page out of my book. Probably gets that short throw to Gronk. That's why he didn't get much out of it. Then dive week. Again, very frequently hard countered. In this case, it's not, but it's a critical, so he only gets a yard. Then bunch Z spot. Here we go again. This is live countering. So, and he probably knew it when it happened. He still got 16 yards because it was a medium. Then blast. He runs that again. Frequently countered is the problem. Bunch HB dive, 2nd and 2. Good call. Gets the first down. Strong twins. Smash. And that one is hard countered. Again, an interesting play to hard counter. He gets sacked for a loss on the critical. Motion cross, good play call given the situation. And then he gets picked on an uncountered play in the next drive. Not sure what he ran, but it looks like, based on what he ran there. Okay, so it was a 15 to 20 yard pass. He gets picked. It happens with the update, that's for sure. Thing I would say about Bengal to try to be helpful, I'm trying to be constructive on this, is play calling. Watch those frequently countered plays, and then, in terms of getting countered on smash, that doesn't happen a lot. So, nothing you could say there or do different on that play, I would say. All right, Bungles here. Let's see what he does. Didn't have a great day. Trying to run it. Eventually, Y stick. First pass play to reach in the bag. The unfortunate thing is it's hard countered a lot, and in this case it was. Doesn't get anything out of it. Does get some out of curls. Back to running. Strong twins. Flipped spread FL drag is what I would run on that play, but he gets the job done. First down. Weak eye dig. Bunch dive. Y stick. He already ran it countered, so repeating countered plays, not going to be good. And then spot. The problem with spot, running Y stick and then spot, is this. The best Y stick card, in my opinion, out there for a hard counter unit, besides the defensive game plan, I think it's the Monsters, the Midway one that has that. Or maybe it's the Most Feared, I think, that has it. One of the two has that play hard countered. But if you have to have a game plan card, if you have to have a card, the other side of it is spot. So if you run Y stick and it gets 100% hard countered, A, don't repeat it. And B, the play you run after it for 4th and 4 should not be spot. Try spread FL drag or double slants or curls flats or maybe curls like Gak does or trips tight end stick. Or trips tight end stick, a lot of times on a critical, you could still get it to the slot guy and get the first down. Those are suggestions I would make. Then now, third drive, slant 18. Catch is a medium. Kind of unlucky, but gets 6 yards. Same thing with the next play on the critical, gets 9 yards. Blast, very frequently countered, and so is strong twins 20 dive. Strong blast, he does catch there. These are all the very common running plays, is the problem with this. In some, he gets lucky, even though he gets unlucky with the softies. He still gets something out of it, but then eventually runs into critical here, then good play call here to get 10 of it back. Not a bad play call here, not putting it in the air, picks up the first down. There's the tight end stick. I don't know who that is on that play. That might be a slot. Slant 18. Dive weak. Again, you got to watch the counter there. I almost never run that play anymore. I really don't. FB dive. He catches a frequency counter, and it's a critical. Curls flats, incomplete. Trips, tight end stick, critical. Run it the second time. Weak, deep curls, 4th and goal. Good play call, but gets unfortunate, unlucky, catches the soft counters back to back, and that'll kill a drive anytime. Tight end stick, especially if you got a big target, you might be able to get something out of it. What I would say, anyways, is it's kind of close to the goal line to run that play. I like running it at the 5-yard line, 5 to the 7. That close, usually that flipped spread FL drag or double slants or curls flats are the plays that I'll usually try, or curls. It depends on what I've run in this situation. And then blast, lane 18, bunch, and then dive weak, cut back. He's going to run it. He is going to run it. And he catches enough plays where he punches it in for the touchdown. Tough set of drives, but he was adapting and fighting. Now Frank here was upset at himself. And no problem, man. You know what happens. Frank's reliable. He's played with us most of the year, and happy to have him. And he's always trying harder. One of the big three, first play, but it's not countered, so he gets 40 yards out of it. Dive weak, another frequently countered play. And again, we're going to look at my game plan after that and look at the history. So very frequently countered, finally catches a play that's very frequently countered, and it is countered. Blast, another one very frequently countered. He has gotten away with 3 out of 5 so far, but we could see the pick. Soft counter, unfortunate. But that happens on a medium. What I could say is if your quarterback gets freezy on 3rd and 2, I know you want to jam it in there. But in that play, 3rd and 2, I might try to jam it in there as well, to be honest with you. But I might take the sack too. If it feels freezy in the pocket, I'm looking for the outlet guy. I don't know what play was run though, so I can't say, who that guy might have been on that play. Second drive, PAFL middle, doesn't get the completion this time though. It goes to HB option. Fairly frequently countered. Kind of a chucker play though. On 2nd and 10, I don't know if you need all that, but he does get it done. Y stick, once again, very frequently countered. And when we're looking at these films for the day, we can see how often it is countered by this league. Strong IFB middle, catches a softie, then slant 18, 3rd and 2. This isn't a good play to run uncountered on 3rd and 2, and the reason why is because a lot of times you'll get a run blitz, and that strong side defensive end will get off the block, and you'll get tackled for a loss. He gets countered at a critical, so he takes the loss anyways. And crossing, the problem with this play is it's just, I don't run it on 4th down. And the reason why is because the quickest thing to develop is the halfback on that play. And a lot of times you will get, that look where a lot of people are bunched in the middle and it's kind of like almost a counter. A blitz type of setup, and a lot of people in the middle of the field, which is where a lot of the good patterns developed, like the one to the tight end they took here. And he just couldn't get, enough time to get that guy really open so he could get the first down. So on this one, 4th and 5 again, spread FL drag. Actually on this play right there is where I would have run the spread FL drag. I would have not run the football, first of all. I almost always throw on 3rd down and short because of the run blitz. All right, 3rd drive, FL drag. He gets critical. Not too frequently countered, then spread FL drag. He does go to that. I don't know if he flips it, but then incompletion, just tough with the secondary and how they're playing with the update. And he said he was going to go play Hall of Fame, and that'll definitely help him out in terms of playing better in that situation, with the league and how league drives have changed. Okay, here. So Albert, let's see what he's doing. Strong eye spacing. Get something out of it. Spread FL drag. No completion. FL drag. Incomplete. Angle. Very frequently countered. And the one thing I would say is you could still get completions on anything but a critical on this play. But it's very frequently countered. So on 4th down, it would not be the one I'm reaching in the bag for. first down, that was a good chance to try that. On this play, a lot of times I get incompletions because I don't stop moving and rolling to the right before I throw to the tight end, and because of that, he throws out of bounds a lot. So stop moving, set your feet, and then throw the football on that one. Either, if the coverage is playing off of Gronk a little bit on that, then try to bullet underneath. And if he's playing tighter coverage, wait for Gronk to clear and throw him open over the top. But stop moving your feet on that play, and hopefully you'll get that. You got the quarterback, that's for sure, on that play with the arm to get that one done. And Y stick, frequently countered. Again, HB options fairly frequently countered, but not that much. But then we see bad luck, back to back to back. But strong PAFL middle. This one again, it's a tough play on 4th and long. It just really is because, again, that weak side defensive end doesn't bite on the play fake on 4th and 16, and you take a sack even with when it's not uncountered. But on this, there's not much you could say except for kind of unlucky. And angle again, second down, going to the halfback. Y stick, spread FL drag, short passing. Strong eye, FB middle. Some people do hard counter this one. It's not real frequent, but then 3rd and 10, he does get the big completion to Gronk. Trip strong, flood, 20%er, and again, kind of unlucky, but he does get 19 yards. And then angle on 3rd and 3, he does get it to Gordon for the touchdown. Again, not the play I would necessarily reach for in that situation, but what can I say? He executed, and he knew it was uncountered, at least not hard countered, and he executed. Okay, third drive here. Doesn't get live countered, so more Y stick and angle, twins cross, spread FL drag. He's starting to catch some softies here, though. Spread slot flags, great play for the situation. Repeating a countered play from a previous drive, and I'm not sure what this play was, but it didn't turn out too well. For sure. 2nd and 16, this wasn't a bad play call. Once again, just running into a softie, but this one here was a repeated play, I do believe, from the second drive. Yep. So you got to catch that there. Oop, that one's gone. Take it out. Take it out of your mind. Don't run it again. All right, now Scott. And let's see what he does. Slant 18, and that's just unlucky. But then bunch Z spot, which is a play that he really likes, and it's not countered all that much. Pitch is countered some of the times, but like I said, unless you catch a critical, you can do okay with it. It does go to the Y stick. It's a good down to do that. Unfortunately, we could see how much it's countered by this league, but he gets away with it. Sorry about that. Had to take a drink of water here. Then running pitch again, and running him in this close of proximity. I think you get countered more when you do that. Still, he gets 5 yards. FB flare goes to the outlet. And this is ugly. So this play, first of all, it's not good situationally, this play. A lot of times that play is fullback or nothing. There's not a real good patterns on the play. And it works really well at like the goal line or like maybe 3rd and 2. I don't know if I try it 4th and 2 because it just seems like the pass rush gets there so much on that play, even when it's uncountered. In this case, though, I mean, he just takes a softie and it's a critical. And cross up, not a very frequent play to counter 100%, but that's what he runs into. And then bunch Z spot, he catches a low and then he kicks the field goal. So a little bit of bad luck on that one. But also, too, watch your proximity running plays like this. Maybe use it later in the drive. And then the other thing is just bad luck. There's really nothing you could say about this. Play selection there probably wasn't the best. It's better at the goal line or maybe 3rd and 2 or something like that. Even though on 3rd and 2, I'd rather run double slants or slants middle or spread PA or spread FL drag rather, or trips tight end stick, plays that aren't play action, because pass rush is what does these plays in, unfortunately. All right, so second play, whatever he did, it was 100%, and he got picked. Sorry about that. I was just trying to. And really slow network, probably from uploading the other video, so my apologies. Goes to spot. And when Y stick is open, spot's probably open too. Seam 678, gets a big play out of it and gets a touchdown, kicks the extra point. Let's see what Ravens does here. And dive weak again, gets away with it, but it is, I believe, the number one play used against me for my soft unit, which is the one I have in the most. So a lot of people hard counter it. Next play runs is hard countered, and it's another very frequent play. Picks curls for the next one, which is good time to do that. Spread FL drag. He gets it off to Moore. That's really kind of unfortunate, 9% counter, but he does get it done to Moore. Weak eye double counter. FL drag is not frequently countered. You could usually get away with that one, as you usually can bunch HB dive and then trips tight end stick. He needed 3 and got 3, but no first down. EA spotting the ball, of course. And dive weak. Weak eye double. You can try that the first one. No, he tried strong twins. No gain. Incomplete. Sacked. Bad situation. But Jones for the first down. Nice play call and execution in that situation. Sorry guys, my voice is starting to go a little bit, and then strong toss. Dive weak, run in again, and then motion cross to Gronk. Hard to time that pattern. That's a good job in that situation for the touchdown, and completes on the counter conversion nonetheless. And next one, this is just unlucky. 9%, medium counter, soft counter. And then gets picked on the next play. Looks like, I don't know what he ran on there. And RD Local put up 21. And let's see what he did. Dive weak, so once again, frequently countered though. Slant 18, you wouldn't know it unless you looked at these drives, but this league counters that play a lot. HB screen, not many people counter at all, but he doesn't get a lot out of it. I'm terrible at setting up screen passes, especially the halfback. Been trying that since last year to make that play work, and still am not very good at it. Spread PA outs, good call for the situation. Gets it to Eifert. Strong twins cross, good play to try that, as it's very frequently countered. And then field goal. Extra point, dive weak, repeating plays. Strong twins cross, he catches a softy critical, then spread PA outs. Defensive end probably doesn't bite and gets sacked. Then Hail Mary gets out of it. Dive weak again, and then angle. First and goal is where you're going to want to do it if you're confident executing that play, but it is very frequently countered, that one. Dive weak, he doesn't get live countered. 2nd and 4, no luck with the cross. Spread PA outs. Again cross. Again spread PA outs. Tough on a 3rd and 10 even without a counter. And then 4th down gets him out of it again. Hail Mary. And then gets it in for the touchdown. And Fletch here. And it's going to be a long video. It's going to be most helpful to my league. By choice. I hope it's helpful. So Fletch, he likes to run it a lot. And this time is no exception. Does run spread PA outs though to Jones. Weak eye double counter. Good play for that situation. Spread slot flags. Cut back every running play in the book. A touchdown. And against Hammer here. Again for a second drive. And continuing to pound the football. And gets picked on 4th and 10 by Hall. Looks like he was going for about a 15-yard gainer. Somewhere like that. 10-yard. Gets picked on an uncountered play. And let's see what happens on the 3rd drive. Trip, smash, running enough running plays that eventually run into counters. And this is a different defense now. And gutsy call right there. Spread PA outs to Jones. Cut back. Guy double. No completion there. But he does get the spread. FL drag probably flipped it. And you see, so this is what happens on a pitch now with diagonal speed. It could be a medium, but you could still get enough time to get around the corner and keep running diagonally left and get a 19-yard gain. It's actually a better look than the uncountered look most of the time. It's just one of those things about the game. And gets it in with the running plays, but no conversion. Countered. And Michael here. And Michael against Conmaster, who is all butthurt because HB angle. So strong PA tight end corner. Right away he uses one of the most frequently countered plays in the book. Not the way you want to start out a drive. Then cross up. Better selection, but takes the sack. Hail Mary 100%. So this guy has got an anti-chucker setup. But despite that, on 4th and 21, he gets the 45-yard completion to Gronk. Conmaster was not happy about it. Then he's like, okay, got to switch it up. This has been an adventure. Running plays. So running the football. I am going to run. Bunch flanker drive. He gets a little bit unlucky on that one. And deep attack, though, gets it done to Jones on the deep attack. And then slants middle rushes for the conversion. So creative on the conversion. And second drive here, weak eye double counter, so he's going to run it now. But strong blast, very frequently countered. Bunch HB dive, you wouldn't know it unless you played these guys, but these guys like to counter that play. Still not a bad play selection. Pitch, not a bad play selection on 3rd and 2. If you're going to run on 3rd and short, run outside or jam it up the middle with FB dive. Goes to blast, very frequently countered. Does get it in. Weak eye double counter. So by this time, this is live countering. Conmasta not being very happy. So weak eye double counter. 100%, right? When you see that and you ran the play before and it wasn't, you know the jig is up. You're being live countered. So he repeats a play, compounding his mistake that he had run in a previous drive, the one he ran on his first drive on 3rd and long. So didn't identify that he was being live countered or didn't remember what he had run. Both are things that you have to do, especially on a 3rd drive playing number 27 league where they're going to very frequently live counter you. Not good play selection here. And this time on the HB angle, which was also already countered, he does not get so lucky. Although he had taken it out by that point. He was like, okay, Michael's not going to repeat this play. So he took that card out and probably put the deep attack card in. He goes back to the angle, but he catches the soft counter now. So, being able to identify when you're being live countered is what cost him another touchdown. But still, not bad plays. It's just really, with Michael, it's just play selection and using frequently countered plays once again. Now here, Jordy Scott, who had a tough day, intercepted on a shorter pass, uncountered. This is kind of unlucky. This one is just, that's not the right play to run in that situation, very frequently countered, nor is this one. Does get it back with option. Again, very frequently countered, as is this one. This one is not, but this one is. Lucky. Not frequently counter, catches a softie, same with FL drag. And the bailout play was the crucial one on this drive. Yet another very frequently countered play. And what you got to realize, you look at the number of plays run against your defensive unit, and think about how many times people use this play. It's so countered. On 4th and 21, maybe try spread slot flags or deep attack, or option like you did or I dig, or something that's not countered as much, is what I would say. And then counter, gets countered, dive weak, again, very common play. Good way to get out of it with that play. Another good play right here that's not countered a lot. Strong twin dive. It's a pretty frequently countered play. Doesn't get away with it, and then he ends up kicking the field goal. So Jordy's problem is the play selection. He uses a lot of plays that are frequently countered. All right, and truth here. Man, I'm really running out of steam. This is a long one. All right, so against ECAM and pitch, this is just kind of unlucky. It's hard countered, but again on a medium edge speed, you can see what it does now. And then strong twins cross, he got lucky that one was not countered. Then all go, a little bit lucky too. That one's countered a lot, but he takes a sack, so not so lucky. And then strong twins cross again. For that second time, not a bad move. And gets it to Jones for the touchdown. Second drive here, motion cross. Spread FL drag. good play call on that. Definitely something I would do. Unlucky, but gets it back. Runs into that. That is the down to do it though and try the play. And if it's countered, try something else. But on the next play, he goes for the gusto and gets picked. Again, catches the sack uncountered. And this one is unlucky. That one's not hard countered a lot. I don't think he had tried it before, too. He tried bunch C. I don't think he had. No, he did not. So he just happened to run into it and then motion cross and then post corners. That is a tough play on 4th and 24. It really is. You know, those wide receivers have to get really open and running toward the sidelines. They run out of room before you get the first down. And then the middle of the field to Gronk, unless he gets yards after the catch, he's not getting 24 yards out of it. And a lot of times the play, you don't have enough time on 4th down to get that play to develop. So spread slot flags or something like that, or a go pattern, HB option, I dig, deep attack, you know, something like that is what I would say. And Fox is here, got blanked. Not countered, but a lot of times it is. This one was countered. That one a lot of times is countered. Same with this one. But this guy, so what is this guy doing? If he's leaving these 3 plays open, what I would ask myself is, what is this guy doing? Is he totally stopping the run? Or is it some kind of combination? Well, we find out right here. Spread FL drag. This guy takes it down with 1 card. And you can only have 1 play on that card. It's a bronze card. So it's just unlucky. It's a play I might try to run on that down situation. So that's unlucky. And just rough. That one's hard countered a lot. Mid-draw. 3rd and goal. That's not the play. It just is not the play. Double slants to the outlet. Curls flats. Curls. And he repeats the counter play. Got to look at the percentages for sure. Second drive, running those same types of plays. And bunch HB dive. I don't know if he ran that in dive 1. Drive 1. He did. So repeating countered plays. Slants middle. This is just bad luck. Yeah, that's all you could say. 4th and 5. Not a terrible play to call. Bad luck. Now let's see if he changes. He does. Looks like he's changing. Who counters motion cross hard? And he's getting live countered. Z spot, he just, he takes the sack. But catching live counters. A-Train here. And on the A-Train, once again, starting to play off with this. At least he doesn't take a sack or fumble, but, that play is so often countered, trying to reach for that play that you really want. I understand it, but it's so often countered. This one's just unlucky. Then pitch. Sometimes the defensive end just blows up the play. Then Hail Mary doesn't get the completion. Second drive. Switches up, adjusts. But starts catching, first is soft. 2nd and 14. Then a hard 2nd and 14. I would not be running. I would be trying to throw a short pass and getting 8 or 10 of it, or all of it back. Then these 2 plays. So this one, it's not countered a lot, at least. So he's trying to get some of it back. He does get some back. But then he runs angle, which is very frequently countered once again. And then this one was too, but it wasn't counter, but he doesn't get the completion. Then Strong Twins cross. Third drive, he had run that play before. No, he hadn't. So this guy didn't take out Strong PA tight end corner, but he did take out cross. Strong Twins, did he run that already? No. But that one is countered. He still gets 9 yards. Good play call here. Motion cross. Good play call. This one, though, very frequently countered. Good play call here. Just doesn't get the completion. Another one, good play call. And he does get it back. Curls, cross in, everything in the book. Throwing at this guy. Slant 18 for the touchdown. Catching a medium counter. But, the biggest problem was the types of plays. That's an impressive drive. There's no doubt about it. That third drive is impressive. But frequently countered plays. And Sufyan here. And trips corner strike. So good play calling so far. This one, a little bit unlucky, but you get something out of it. This one, now he catches. Medium, but not a terrible one to try. Good play here. Lucky here. Again, diagonal speed. Second drive. Strong Twins, didn't he already try that? 20 dive? So, repeating countered plays and drives afterwards is a recipe for disaster. He does pick up 25 yards here. But, you got to try other plays. Trips tight end stick. He does get something out of it. He gets a first down. Very frequently countered play, and so is that one. And he got away with one of them, not the other. But he does get the toss for the touchdown. Third drive here. Good play calling, but once again, third time. It is hard countered. It was countered on that drive. And it was countered on that drive. So he did a good job. He put up 20 points, but it's still countered. Why are we running that play? Bunch flanker drive, some other good plays. Not a bad play call there. So, and then misses the extra point. That happens. It does happen. But repeating countered plays. And then last crossbow. New member with us here. Run the football. First drive looks good. That one's kind of tough. That's a tough play. I haven't worked it all that much trying to run on a PAT. But it seems like there's not really good protection on that play. So trying to run after the play fake, I don't know. He might do it with success, but it didn't work out that time. And let's see here. Running, Y stick, catching a softie, and then Strong Twins cross. Bad play call, even if it is uncountered, because, again, the defensive end a lot of times will not bite on the play fake, and you'll get sacked. As it was, he got 100% hard countered critical and got sacked. Third drive here. Strong Twins, unlucky. FB Flair, unlucky. Very frequently countered play. And on this one, not much I could say. That play is not countered too much at all. That is a good play call for the situation. He just gets unlucky on that particular play. So that is it. That's covering all their drives. Now, Swag Mafia. So these guys, in chat have been talking a bit you know, making fun of my buddy Poperator. 17 play drive and a field goal. Ah ha 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 ha. You know, so they're talking stuff. They're kind of like, you know, playing Spherecy or somebody last year, you know, playing these guys, even though they don't cheat. And, you know, these guys are pretty good. They're obviously destroying us. There's no way we could win. We're drawing dead, you know, against them. And they still got 12 drives to go. What I will say, though, about these guys is we're putting up more points against them than we did against Heroic Destiny, who's a bunch of great guys and didn't talk any nonsense at all in the chat and didn't think, you know, so much of themselves that they started talking smack too much or anything. And these guys, you know, Swag Mafia, you know, they're number 27. They're a really good league. But if we look at some of their drives too, and they complained about HB angle, cheese, but look at this. Tight end corner, Hail Mary, FB flare, spread FL drag in there, play I would use. HB option, blast, angle, strong PA, tight end corner, cross. All the cheesy plays on the planet, you know, and we're not countering them, enough of them 100%. Who's he playing against again? So, not a very good game plan that he's playing against. You got to take out, if not that play, you got to take out that play. You got to take out angle. You got to take out blast. You got to take out one of these plays. And the softies are firing, but just not enough in that particular down situation. So it's really, well, I don't know what he has in, because that kind of looks like an ultimate freeze type of thing. But that is not. But, you know, just not doing enough. The game plan, keep working on that. And the guy got a little bit just cheesy plays. And these guys are very good. They're better than us. I will say that. That's against me. Trips corner strike. Ouch. But no conversion. Second drive against me. Blast. Catches the softie. Probably knows he's playing a softie. Spread slot flags. Gets it done. And then third drive. Catches critical. HB screen. The go pattern. Slant 18. Strong eye. FB middle. But then on a crucial fourth down, spread FL drag is critical, and that's the end of that drive. But good player there. Definitely a good player. But what I'll say about these guys, you know, complaining about this or that, or thinking all big of themselves, etc. Run, run, run. A little short passing. A little cross up. No completion. These guys are not up in terms of ass kickings that we've gotten. Swag Mafia, you are not up with Heroic Destiny. And you have no reason to talk so much stuff, because there's quite a bit of difference between these guys and you. So that is basically what I'll say. And again, you know, all respect. You guys are number 27 and you're a good league and you got good teams. But you're stop talking. There's a big difference between you guys and some of the other leagues that are out there. Big difference. So that is it, guys. That is a very long video. And I hope I can get it all uploaded tonight. But thanks for watching.